Okay, this is gonna be the video for the new DevBlog they released. Also, let me I think I'm just gonna read it. Oh, I need to do one. I did one for visuals, I think, already. So let's do this one. So this one here. I'm not gonna read all this because this is really a really short DevBlog. I think the reason why they did this. Also, they're going on. I'm not gonna read all this because it's pretty simple. So replace. I'm hoping. So let's say you want to promote your brigadier general, your brigadier commander to commander of a division, and division commander to army. How's this one click? But like repeat and then features, yeah. And the required promotions will take place only after closing the menu, or you can just click on it. Like you can manually do it, and only place ranks in bracket. That I don't know. This is kind of my thing. I kind of hope they let you do this, because you could do it. Because you could just click on the you could just click. You could So in Grand Edition 1, yeah, there is a lot of clicking, but like it's manual. So like you could click on like, hold on. I might show you guys what I mean by this. I might show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show. Hold on. Let me. So what you could in Grand Edition 1 is, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this real quick. Let me launch Grand Edition. I also might make a video for rules, because I have rules, not like, oh, I can't do that. Hold on. I'm gonna let this launch for a second. I usually don't post this many videos. I posted 5 videos this month alone. I might take next month off when it comes to posting videos next month. Because I'm expecting I'm expecting Grand Tactician. I'm expecting Grand Tactician to come out next. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, by the way, I started a new battle. So let me just I'm gonna show you guys something. Cause I started a new battle, I think with Longstreet, I think I started a new battle with Longstreet because I kinda skipped. I already finished the other battle that I showed in the videos. I finished the rest of that battle off screen because I'm like, the battle was almost over anyway. It actually took them longer to retreat when I replayed it. So, and I don't like to. You guys aren't gonna get to see the end of that battle, so it's gonna be weird. Well, like one video, it's just gonna be a battle. I think I'm gonna start doing that instead of posting like the campaign map. I'm just gonna post the battles that happen. And then I'm just gonna have that be the battle, and then you guys can, and I'll just explain the what happened in on what I did on the campaign map. So I'm just gonna show the battles and then do that. That's what I might do for Grand Tactician 2, is I might just show the battle. I might actually show the yeah. So there's a lot of. I want to show you guys something, because promotions, right? You guys hear the thing going on. My room is very cold. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I might not be as loud as usual. I turned my my sound down so it's not all the way, super loud where it's not hurting you guys. It is. I should probably turn down the volume for the music, because I think the music is kind of loud. I've been flagged, so I don't know if it's. It's taking a real long time to load, which is weird. Oh, there it goes. And I'm expecting Grand Tactician to come out in Grand Tactician 2 to come out in September, because if they already have the optional stuff done, they're just waiting on the older battle stuff to get done. See, I want to show you guys how you guys can do in Grand Tactician 1, right? So in Grand Tactician 1, you click a lot. So you have to click on Army. You have to click in here to open it. Then you click on. Then you click on this. Then you click Promote to promote Commander. I hope you can still do this in Grand Tactician 2. Like you can manually promote them. So like I can make him a Lieutenant General. Like I can. So if I wanted to make, say, I'm going here, like Lieutenant. I make this Lieutenant guy, or instead, why do I have? Oh, because it's saved. That's why. Well, let's just do unassign. Go down here to Lieutenant. If I click, promote, he promotes to captain, and then he goes up again. So like you can auto like promote people. You can manually do it, but it is a lot of clicking because you have to click on the portrait and then click a bunch of times to promote the commander. So I want to show you guys that. So in Grand Tactician, 2, all you have to do now is drag and drop. But I hope you don't have to drag and drop. You can just click the let me just show you guys this. So what you're doing here is because it doesn't look like, because this is for this. It doesn't look like there's any promotion, like there's any manual promotion thing. They didn't really say you could do it manually. Because it says up here, less clicking, but less control. So I guess that means you can't, like, manually do it. Because you can go on, like I showed you guys before, you can click on the promotion system without assigning a commander. I hope you can still do that in Grand Tactician 1. Because what it looks to be here, and the music kind of sounds. If you put on headphones for the actual video, the music sounds weird. Like, you have to, I hope you don't have to, like, so say I wanted to make, I don't know, to say a marshal. I would have to, if I'm correct, well, I'm probably wrong on this, but if you read this reads like you have to put a certain commander in charge of a command in order to make him like a certain like a certain like rank. You have to put him in charge of a unit for him to be a certain rank instead of just doing it in Grand Tactician 1 where you can manually promote people through the ranks, basically. So I hope they keep that, because like that would be kind of, you know, stupid that I had to remove somebody else. Like say I wanted to make this say a marshal, I have to remove that marshal, and then that causes that marshal to lose loyalty or to not like someone, or to, you know, for him to lose his stats, essentially. Like that marshal, whatever marshal I have in charge, in order to make the say a marshal, I have to remove a commander who's really, really good, and then I have to, if I don't want to stay in charge of that unit, I have to remove him and then put him back into play, and it's a bunch of. So I hope you can go into like the I hope you can go into this screen and then manually make whoever you want to make like a commander. I'm not talking about like Napoleon. I'm not talking about Napoleon, because this bar right here with the X, with this little star thing, seems to be how you improve their attributes. So when they get to a certain point, when they get enough stars on the points and they hit the star, you click this, basically. So I hope you can manually make them like commanders. Because I believe it was one of the I believe it was back on the first one. Down here they said you could, or something. They said you could. Yeah, increase fame, increase chance of promotion. Being against battles, promotion. But like that doesn't this doesn't really make sense. Because like Broom didn't like there's a couple political appointments. Like there's Broom, who's I don't think was I think he was probably in battle, but mainly a politician. There's certain people, there's certain marshals that were just that they were made marshals based on political reasons, essentially. Not really. Oh yes, battlefield spirit. It was political stuff. So I hope you can make political, like not political, but like you can click on the person and make them a marshal. Basically. Yeah, so, but it even says here, combine all this, at the same time limited pool of officers, and it even says this, in here somewhere, it says, it even says in here, there's a number of officers, even every soldier carries a marshal's baton. They even mentioned in here, in this habitat, only a limited number of are available for promotion. And they even said you can bypass the you can, if you as the player decide to disregard the seniority and promote a younger officer, this can be done, but not without upsetting the older brigadiers. You can literally do it. So I don't know how this works. So if I want to make, I don't know, I'm going to say Land. If I want to make Land a division commander, past somebody else, if I can do that, make Land a division commander, or like I'm saying, make make to say a marshal without, like, if someone like you or make Juno a marshal or something like that. Like, make some of these commanders actual marshals that don't really deserve it, but I want that commander to be a marshal regardless of if he deserves it or not. They literally say you can do it. You as the player can decide to disregard seniority and promote younger officers. You can literally do that. But this, the click and drag method, makes it seem like you can't really do that. Because like, you can't really see the, there we go. You still can't really see it. I might have to go on YouTube. It might look better on YouTube, but. And also, I'm pretty sure you can go into the, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a debug system where you can just earn, like, if you want to do it, you can go into the files and change this. So, say I wanted to make, like I was saying, to stay a marshal, right? I make the stay a marshal. I can do that. Because I believe in the Grand Campaign, Desay and Napoleon were, my opinion on Napoleon shouldn't be available until 1795, until October 1795, because that's when he becomes a major divisional, like, commander, when he becomes a divisional general, basically. When he gets the rank of general of division, basically. That's when Napoleon becomes that. But I wonder how many, because Napoleon is what? Commander-in-Chief? Like, this is placeholder. Yeah, Napoleon has the title of General Commander-in-Chief. But, like, there's no, and I know all of this stuff is placeholder. Like, I don't know, and they also said that there wouldn't be battalion. Well, I guess they have to have the battalion commander because they can't just have brigadiers. They need the lower ranks as well in order to put. Also, people are saying that they're using AI for the. People are saying they're using AI for the pictures. I don't think they are. Now, I think, and I want to just make this clear, my stance on it. They shouldn't be using AI at all. Because AI can look weird, it can, mess it up, it can make stuff look distorted. I'm pretty sure the portraits they're using are from, Keith Rocco, the artist Keith Rocco, which I've looked at his page. So, he's a real artist. So I think in my opinion, when it comes to the AI thing, I think if there's no portrait, there's no painting of them, there's no painting of them, I think that would be fine if they do it for commanders that have no portraits. So say your commander doesn't have a painting of him, there's no painting portrait of the commander or of the commander or whatever. I think that would be fine, but I think they need to put it. I think they need to ask the fans of Grand Tactician before they do it, if they have done AI, they need to let us know, hey, they need to confirm or deny it, that they're using AI. And then when they do confirm it, they need to be like, hey, would you guys be willing, because they make money off us, the fans. And if all the fans are saying, don't use AI, listen to your fan base. So that's listening to your fan base is a good but also bad way of doing business. So I think if the majority, 50% says, yeah, it's fine if you guys use AI for the, for generals that don't have, paintings of them, I think it's fine, but yeah, because somebody always said, someone in the comments on the YouTube video, on this video, on the YouTube, comment section, when somebody was asking, oh, are they using AI or whatever, someone said, they probably are, but they don't really care. The guy who said it doesn't really care too much about it. He doesn't really care too much about it. Because it shouldn't. Because using AI is fine as long as it doesn't take away from the game, which I don't think it does. Because the industry is every gaming industry nowadays are using AI anyway. Now, my opinion on using AI, use the AI to help the gameplay AI. So basically, I guess, well, I don't know how you would do it, but introduce, I guess, not ChatGPT, but introduce an AI that works. So in the files, there would be an AI that says, oh, if the player does this, do the opposite, or I don't know how that works. Use ChatGPT to, I guess, help the game AI, I guess. I don't really know how AI works, but I would say use AI to help, I'm talking about make the AI better. The enemy AI. The AI that moves stuff around and battles stuff like that. Not the battle AI, but just the overall AI of the game. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the enemy AI. So if you're fighting against France, Austria would be the AI enemy. I don't really know how you would use ChatGPT to help with that, but have ChatGPT in the game where you could not type in something, but if it detects something, oh, I'm gonna do the opposite of what the player's doing, basically. Because the AI in Grand Tactician 1 was pretty, not bad, but it was, pretty, passive and not aggressive, basically. It would always attack you in certain places. And the AI in Grand Tactician 1 really wasn't that good. And the AI in 7 Years War wasn't even that good. And people are saying, oh, this game looks this game looks bad. The graphics for the game look bad. You guys need to go play Grand Tactician, not Grand Tactician 2, but 7 Years War. Go play the very first game. And look at that game compared to Grand Tactician 1. Because Grand Tactician 1 is an upgrade compared to 7 Years War. 7 Years War looks outdated. It looks like Kriegspiel, but not Kriegspiel, basically. And in 7 Years War, you used, I believe, regiments. So it was brigade, it was division level. So the overall army was a division. And then within that division, you had the brigade commanders, and then under the brigade commanders you had the regiments. So I guess they took that from 7 Years' War and put it into the second Grand Edition game. I guess is what they're going for here. But yeah, I hope you can manually probably not doing the. You shouldn't really be able to do it during the during the theater campaign, but I hope you're able to manually make certain commanders a certain rank, basically. So if I want to make Desai a marshal in 1804, I should be able to make him one of the first couple marshals. And you really shouldn't have to wait to make people marshals. Because, like, being a marshal shouldn't be, well, yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know, but I don't really know how they're gonna do the marshal thing once you get to the Imperial period. Because Napoleon had 26 marshals. He could have had way more. So I think you should be allowed to make as many marshals as you want. So if you want to make, but I do think there should be a limit on how many marshals you can make per year. So like maybe you can only make 4 marshals a year. So you have to choose: do I want to make this commander a marshal, or do I want to make that commander a marshal? Or do I want to wait until his attributes, his stats, his attributes are better, then make him a marshal? So, I don't know how that would work. So this is how you would promote people. Oh, well, no, this is the attributes. This is the attribute system. And I like this, how it's like, even though these, I'm pretty sure there's no limit on the amount of how big your brigades can be. People were saying, oh, there's a limit. I don't think there is a limit. Because that doesn't make any sense. And also, you see there's a scroll bar here, so I'm assuming there's a lot more than just 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming there's a lot more. Because, like, if you look at, and this is different from what they showed in the actual battle map video, which is this one down here, because in this one down here they showed like Lan Desai having Lan. They even showed Joubert having like Joubert had like 2, Lan had I think 2 as well, and then there was a bunch of other ones that had like way bigger, and I believe one of them had like 8 battalions or maybe 9 battalions. You know what? Let's just look at it. Yeah, the artillery still doesn't have any yeah, hang on, let's go back to this. Yeah, Lan has 2. And this guy has 2 as well. That's 12,000 men. So that's these 2. Oh, look how big the regiments are. Like this, you can't even see how big the look how big the lines are though. And that's only 12,000 men. And also, I believe that you can change the see, there's 2 there, which you can put cavalry and artillery in this one. You can put cavalry and artillery in these brigades. So I'm assuming you can put like as many battalions of them as you want to, because they're only 60. Each brigade is only about 60,000. Each battalion is only about 600 men. So let me show you guys this. Yeah, that. I'm talking about this right here. Weapons 1777. and then the weapon. It shows you the weapon. So I'm assuming you can change that. Like, see this guy's 5. It sounds weird. The thing sounds weird, but see, Messina has 13. Has zero cab, 1 battery of artillery, which somehow have 95? 95 men? That doesn't make any sense. With 7 guns, that doesn't really make, okay. I know it's not finished, so I'm just saying that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, and Joubert has 4. And the other guy has 5. So I don't think there is a limit on the amount of brigades you. Sorry, I keep saying brigades. The amount of, because I'm thinking I'm gonna say this one. The amount of battalions you could have in a brigade. This might crash my game, so. Yeah, I'm assuming you might be able to change the weapons, because why would they show weapons if you can't change them? They're telling you, oh, here's the weapon, but I can't do nothing with the weapon. I can't change the weapon? So I'm assuming you're gonna be able to, when the Grand Campaign comes out, you can go in and change each individual unit's weapons. So like, because like, the Napoleonic War, each, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to. So that's a little bit of customization. Because each how to say this, nationality had their own weapons. So the Germans had their own, like, German weapons. The Austrians had, I believe, German weapons as well. And then the Russians had their own Russian gun. The British had their British gun. The Prussians had their own Prussian gun. And I don't think you're going to be able to change the artillery. I don't know if you're going to be able to change the artillery, though, because artillery didn't really change too much. Like, individual artillery units didn't really get new weapons or new, like, artillery guns. Well, they got new artillery guns, but it was the same caliber. Now, I'm talking about changing the caliber of the artillery, of individual artillery units. I don't think you're going to be able to do that, because I think that was, like, standardized. Like, a 12-pounder didn't really change from a 12-pounder. They stayed mainly 12-pounder units. So you had 12-pounder units, then you have 8-pounders, 9-pounders, and so on and so forth. So that didn't really change. But I think changing, like, the individual infantry and cavalry units, like, for instance, like, I should be able to change, on the Grand Campaign, I should be able to change my, my dragoons, because in order to make, well, not in game, I'm talking about, like, history-wise. Napoleon cannibalized his dragoon, his medium cavalry. That's what dragoons are. Dragoons are medium cavalry. The medium cavalry, like, units. He turned half of those, like, he turned half of them into, Lancer units, into Polish, French Lancer units, to make more Lancer units, because he, yeah. So I think you should be able to change the cavalry stuff. So I think that's what they did. They changed what, because why even show the gun if you can't change that on the big map? And see, this guy has 8 cavalry units, so that doesn't make any sense. If there's a limit, there should be a limit of 10, but I don't think there is a limit on how many units you can have in a division or army or corps or whatever. I don't think there is. There might be, but I don't think there is. Because I don't think you'll ever reach it, because some of your units will be garrisoned and the other ones won't be garrisoned. So I like, yeah. So see how this dragoon squadron has cavalry swords. Dragoons, like, if you look at the portrait doesn't match what weapon they have. So I'm assuming you can go in and change what weapon they have. I'm assuming, because dragoons are supposed to be like mounted infantry. So like they ride in, dismount, and then shoot with guns or carbines. They shoot with muskets. You can literally see them in the portraits. You can literally see the portraits. They have guns. So I'm assuming you can change like the cavalry, infantry. I think that's it. You're probably just gonna be able to change the cavalry and infantry. Hell, you might even be able to make the lancer. You might even be able to make lancer units. Like you might be able to give dragoons lancers. So you can take away the lancer units and give the other units lancers, or vice versa, basically, and make them into lancers if you want lancers. I hope, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to produce weapons. At least I'm talking about the Grand Campaign. I'm not talking about the theater campaign. I'm talking about, because I know not all the features will be in the theater campaign. So, but I think the base core features will be in every single campaign. But I'm talking about like the theater campaign isn't gonna have all the features, just like it's not gonna have all the yeah, just like it's not gonna have all the stuff. Like eventually in the theater campaign, you're gonna get like Bernadotte. You're gonna get Bernadotte eventually in the theater campaign. But I believe that's 1798, I believe, is when Bernadotte shows up in Italy. Also, the horses are weird. Oh, they are walking. Hang on, they are walking. Hold on. Are they walking? Does anyone else see that? Look at the feet. They are walking. I thought they just, like, always ran everywhere. And you don't see them shoot. These are Austrians right here. Yeah, those are Austrians. You can kind of see the Austrian flag there. I think these guys in the back are these red guys right here. Those red guys, I think were Gwen's battalions. Or yeah, these guys right here in the back are Gwen's battalions. There's some black guys. If you guys see these guys in the very back there, those guys in black back there, where my cursor is, those guys look black to me. Not the skin color, the unit, the color of the unit. Jesus, and these guys look like Austrians. I don't think the Austrians are done yet. So we might get another visual. We might get another visual update after summer. So that's probably gonna be mid-August. Because they're on winter break right now. Not winter break, summer break right now. The developers for Grand Edition are on winter break right now. Because they said and down here, they said it down here. Yeah, you have to confirm changes. But this is kind of weird, so I hope you can still manually, without having to put them in Commander anyway, you can still make them, you can still make them a certain rank, but without having to put them in Commander. Because that'd be kind of stupid. That in order to say a commander, in order to make him a certain rank, I have to put him in charge. So that means if I want to make Napoleon a, brigadier, or if I want to make him a corps commander, I'm gonna say corps commander. He was never corps commander, but I'm gonna say corps commander. So I'm gonna make Napoleon the corps commander. I'm gonna have to put him in charge of the corps, which that doesn't make any sense because you would still be able, if you have political connections, you can still get like the rank, right? Like the rank. Like Napoleon did. Napoleon wasn't even in command of any actual troops at the front until spring of 1795. Like until after the assault on the royalist mob assaulted the government. Like he became after that, but that was back in Paris, and he received that rank, the rank of General of Division, after that. He wasn't even in command. He wasn't even in. I don't think he was on leave. He wasn't even like. He was the only officer in the city, but he was like of huge rank, but he wasn't technically even in command of the garrison yet. So he wasn't even like, for instance, Brune. Brune became. I'm gonna use Brune for example. Marshal Brune. Oh, am I saying that right? Brune, yeah, Brune became a marshal, and he never commanded troops. So that's what I'm saying. There should be a manual way to make promotions. So if I want to make a certain commander, a certain political commander, political general, whatever, right? A commander, I can. And if I want him to command a certain thing, I can. So it gives the players more choice. But I didn't say that. Yeah, they even said this. While working, I don't know. Are they still going to be working on? They said work continues. And we know that one thing is complete. The game's about 60% done, or 90, or 80, probably at this point. If they already have this stuff in like a not done, but like work in progress build, that means this is done, almost done. The older they already started the older battle for the campaign map. That means they're probably done like with the names of. When they're done with the actual campaign map. I'm not talking about the actual campaign map. Even though they said they're working on the team. But anyway, the art teams. So I'm expecting Grand Tactician to be done. Because they only have 3 months. Once we get into August, they only have 2 months until. Yeah, 2 months left. So they have the rest of August. And I think they'll be back in mid-August because they're going on. So yeah, they're going on summer break. But I don't know if they're still gonna be working on some of this stuff. They probably are because they're only 3 people and they have to get the game out eventually. So I don't know what this coming summer is coming. I don't know what that means. I know it's probably, but they said even the Grand Engineering Corps issues furloughs at times. But they're going on summer break. But yet they're going to be back, I think they're going to be back mid-August. Maybe late August, early September, but that means they're only going to have 2 months to work on the game. So, I don't know what they're going to do. How they're gonna get this game out. I hope this game comes out this year. I hope it does. It looks like it might because they're already done with the soundtrack. Then they're done with the soundtrack. So I don't know if this game comes out this year or next year. I hope it comes out this year, but it might be next year. They might have to push it back because they went on break before they could get a lot of stuff done. It seems like they've gotten a lot of stuff done, but to us as the viewers, it doesn't seem like they are. But I'm pretty sure they're working very hard. They might be getting a lot of stuff done than we think they are. Because to me, it seems like they're working really, really slow. But they might be working really fast. Just behind the scenes. And we can't really tell because, the stuff, well. But I hope they get, I hope the game. So I would say 2 more. I would say the game comes out in October, late October, because if they wanted to delay the game, they're gonna delay it in. Cause when they delayed Grand Tactician 1, they delayed it in November, and they haven't announced any delays so far. So we'll see. We'll see October. We'll see. I hope the game comes out this year, but it might not make it into. It might have to slip a little bit into next year. If they have to push it back, I hope they push it back to summer 2027. So like around this time. So June, July, maybe May, maybe end of May next year. If they have to delay it, maybe May of next year, maybe late May of next year. So like the start. End of fall, start of summer, basically. So, what am I on there? That's when I hope they do it. Also, I'll catch it for him. Yeah, you can see that. This is the order. This is the like loyalty. Yeah, this is how you increase the fame and attribute points through that or through battles. And this is the order of the day. Which also, the order of the day should also increase, in my opinion. And this can only be rewarded to certain commanders. So, like, if Napoleon, right? Napoleon's always gonna probably have this. You're probably always gonna be able to give this to Napoleon, because Napoleon's Napoleon, and he's very good at propaganda. So, they're probably gonna change the name of that to Army Bulletin. Because during the Imperial period, there was something called Army Bulletin, which is like the army, bulletin of what you're gonna do and what a quote from Napoleon, or maybe it's an announcement from Napoleon. And then this is how you increase the stats. I've watched this 3 times, so I know pretty much all about it already. And this is how you and they also already have the different name changes. And so yeah, I was saying late summer release. So or September. Because you notice how so they changed the division name changed, which means that's in the files, which means that the division changing system and the brigade changing name system and all that stuff, that's already in the game. And this is already a feature that's already in the game. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe I don't think the game's gonna be ready in late August. So I would say mid-September, late September, maybe October, is when the game's ready. Because if they already have, for the game to be able to find, oh, you put this commander in charge of this brigade, let me change the name of it. If they already have that in, as like a placeholder, or as a feature, that means the campaign map stuff is farther along than we thought. And also they have Napoleon's escort, early 1790, his first campaign escort in 1796 to 97. Available already in the game. Which means, and I thought this was gonna just be like a unit that's like just you just see it a part of the whole, but it's actually a part of it's actually on the order of battle map, like order of battle screen. So this is a separate unit you can move around without Napoleon. So I hope it's that. Cause I already had a plan. I know I'm gonna have at least. Hopefully, I can get at least 4 divisions. Hopefully, because we don't really know how recruitment works. And that's just unit honors, and it says transfer between armies. So maybe the first campaign, because Napoleon did have 3 armies. He had the army of Italy, and then he had the army of the Alps, and I believe the army of Piedmont, I think it was. Like, there was 3 armies. He had his main army, which was the army of Italy, and then he had 2 smaller armies. So, and let me show you guys. Yeah. So maybe late. I'll be surprised if they announce the release date for October. if it comes on, we're in pre-alpha now. like late August. I don't think it's gonna be in late August. I don't think. I think late August would be too much and too early. I think late September, early October is gonna be where they need to have the game ready. So that's like what, all of August, most of September, and then maybe announce the game late October, maybe. Announce the release date for it then. Because October, and you have November, which GTA 6 comes out in November. And nobody wants to be near that game. So, and I'm pretty sure that the developers, or some of the developers, are GTA fans. So they're probably going to stop working on this game to go play GTA. Maybe, depending on if they have time or not, if they, you know. So I'm pretty sure they're all GTA fans. So GTA is going to make a lot of money. So, I don't know, they might not be GTA fans, depending on how old they are. We don't really know how old the development team actually is, so. Yeah, also prisoner exchange. Also there's, in this screen there's prisoner exchange. Also available field available for assigned to officer positions. I think this is supposed to be unassigned. Assigned the field positions. I didn't even see most of this over here. Yeah, you can exchange prisoners, so that means you can capture prisoners in the game. Don't know what this slide thing is. Don't know what this one is. And you can also see what officers have been captured by the enemy, and also what officers are dead. So. And also there's battalion commanders as well. Oh, that's Rompong. That's General. I know who that is. That's General. I didn't even know that name. I just realized that name. That's General Rompong. If you watched Epic History TV's War in Italy, you would know some of the names of the commanders. There's Archero. Not Archer, yeah, Archero. Don't know who that is. And then these can scroll, yeah. Okay, so if the scroll thing only works, that's Delamania. That's Garnier. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. That might be an Italian guy. That's Land. There's Joubert. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Some of these I don't know. And also, this is placeholder, so. I thought they were like units. Also, this battle. Also, there's unit honors. So I'm pretty sure they showed. Yeah, right here. Yeah, unassigned units. So is this how recruitment works? Is this how recruitment works? There's also something at the bottom there. There's another slider thing at the bottom of this one, because this is for the top one. So if the top, cavalry, and then artillery, and then I guess there's units at the bottom? I don't know. This is what I was kind of concerned about. I've already seen this, so. Yeah, General-in-Chief Napoleon. I wonder if you can make Napoleon you probably can't make Napoleon the division commander, but probably in the Grand Campaign you can. Also, that needs to be a check mark, honestly. That needs to be a check mark instead of a weird, like, plus sign. That needs to be like a check mark. But I think I'm done with this video. I'm gonna show you guys this. I guess you don't recruit units, you get units over time. So your army's gonna start off small, but you're gonna eventually get a massive army. I hope you're gonna be able to get Italian units, and you can make like an Italian division, like all Italian unit, like an all Italian division. But I think that because they did mention that you could, like France and Austria could recruit Italian units, but I don't know how recruitment's gonna work. I don't know if you recruited these units or maybe they spawn in, maybe a certain date that units spawn in, I guess. I guess there's a certain date where units spawn in. I'm pretty sure on the, so that means that, and it's gonna be different, it's gonna be different on the big map. Because if you go read the actual, like, not DevBlog, but, if you read the synopsis, but description for the store page, it says recruit. So I'm assuming for the theater campaigns, you're not really going to be recruiting units, you're going to be getting them throughout the campaign. Like the director is sending you reinforcements or sending you new units or something like that, right? You're not really going to be recruiting them. Now, but when you play the grand campaign, you're going to be recruiting everything from scratch. You're going to be recruiting every cavalry unit, you're going to be recruiting every artillery unit, you're going to be recruiting every, you're going to be making divisions, corps, or like, you're going to be doing all that stuff yourself as the player. It's not like pre-set up and predetermined that you're going to get this unit or that unit, basically. Yeah. So because like I already know what I'm gonna do for the army of Italy for the grand campaign. I'm gonna make the grand campaign army of Italy. My army of Italy for the grand campaign is gonna be massive. And I know I'm not gonna have all 4 of the armies. I'm just gonna have, me personally, I'm just gonna have, I believe, 3 armies. I'm gonna have the army of the north, the army of the Rhine, and then the army of Italy for Italy, because it's only 3 fronts. So I might have an army for the Pyrenees, and I hope you're gonna be able to on the grand campaign. I know I'm yapping a lot, but I'm excited for this game. So I hope on the grand campaign you're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to take like well, they said occupy, so I'm assuming you're gonna be able to. I hope you're gonna be able to be semi unhistorical. So like they're gonna let you, because I think in the when Bank 16 did his interview with them, they said it's gonna be semi-scripted or something like that. Semi-scripted maybe. So I think in Grand Tactician 2, you're gonna have the game's gonna be, the battle's gonna be smoother, but you're gonna have the player's gonna have less control over what happens in the game, basically. So like you can't like. I really hope the game's not. I hope I can invade Spain when the war breaks out, or I can do something like that, right? Like I can do something like that. I hope. I hope you get your. I hope it's gonna be more of a sandbox. What they could do is have the grand campaign be more of a sandbox, where you can pretty much do anything. With the game, and then the theater campaigns be more scripted or more restricted, but it's semi sandbox, semi scripted, basically, essentially. So like you have to take a certain number of places to get them, to surrender, basically. So, cause what I wanted to do in Grand Tactician 2 in the Grand Campaign is in 1793 or 1794 invade Spain, like push Spain all the way back to the Pyrenees. Well, push deep, not deep, not all the way in Madrid, but like to the river that separates, that's like on the back of the Pyrenees, the Bidasoa River or something like that. That river that splits Spain, that splits like north towards the Pyrenees. That river right there, kind of split that one. occupy everything up to that river, and then just hold it there. Basically. Or in Italy, take all of Italy earlier. So take it, instead of waiting to 795 or 796 to take it, you've already taken it in 794. You've taken all of Italy. So like northern Italy, all of northern Italy, you've taken all of northern Italy, and you pushed all the way up to the Austrian border, like all the way up to the Alps with Austria. And you just put Napoleon in command, and he goes all the way to Vienna and ends the war earlier than it did historically. So, yeah. There's going to be a lot of differences, because I hope you can do historical and non-historical stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm done.